Let's be real here, everybody likes Deadpool, but everybody loves Wolverine. And this movie, is going to help answer the question, are you a Wolverine fan? Or are you a Deadpool fan? By the way, this video has no spoilers, so feel free to watch the whole thing. Alright? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Chase, and this is Cut to the Chase with me, Chase. And I just saw Deadpool and Wolverine. It was awesome. I absolutely loved it. There was so much going on in that movie. It was non-stop from beginning to end, but it didn't feel jolted. It didn't feel, as weird as it sounded, it didn't feel rushed either. There was no point in time where I was looking at my watch or starting to drift off. I went to an almost midnight showing, and I was actually afraid I was going to doze off in a couple parts. Nope, not at all. I was wide awake the whole time watching what was happening. Now, granted, is it also because I absolutely love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and seeing him back again makes me completely excited? That probably has a lot to do with it. First things first, I want to say this is going to be no spoilers. I'm not going to spoil anything. This will be a very surface level review. Also, feel free to like and subscribe while you're watching this video. I hear that it makes the viewing experience more pleasant. Okay, so I took some notes so I could stay on track, because this movie is kind of all over the place, and by default, me talking about it would then make it all over the place. So first things first, this is definitely a guy's movie. The ladies will obviously enjoy it, but it is definitely shoot 'em up, beat 'em up, blow 'em up, kill 'em up, you know, all of it cranked into overdrive, which I absolutely love. Now, one of the big worries about this Deadpool was that this is the first Disney Deadpool. And the worry was that Disney was going to get their hands on it and kind of screw up a good thing. So, did that happen? I would say no. No, it actually was exactly what you would expect. Now, of course, you can't have a Deadpool movie and then not compare it to the previous installments that came before. And I would say Deadpool, the first one, that was like lightning in a bottle. That was like the stars aligned and that thing was created. Interestingly enough, it's actually not my favorite one. I actually like the second one better than the first one. But I get why people like the first one a lot. But I will say, this is definitely not a fall from grace at all from either of the first two installments. This is right up there with them. And in terms of fan service, wow, boy, oh boy, does it pay a lot of fan service. If you, no, I can't go down that road. I'm gonna reveal too much. Just know there's a lot of unexpected characters that will make an appearance that's gonna make you smile. Okay, that's all I gotta say. I was smiling the whole time. I had such a good time watching this movie. And as cheesy as it is to say, I legitimately was laughing a lot of the time. And then it actually has some points in the movie where it's actually a very somber moment. And you know, it tugs on your heartstrings a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. But let's be real, the purpose of this movie is definitely to finally join together Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman in playing in their each respective most iconic roles that they have. And it is beautiful. It is beautiful to see. And it is so good to have Logan there because he's such a brooding straight man in comparison to the, sometimes I will say, borderline annoyingness of Deadpool and his constant talking and jokes that he's always making. Thinking of this one part, I couldn't stop laughing. It was so good. And one of my favorite things in the movie is there is a lot of teasing of the MCU. I'm only going to say one joke that I really liked, and it is when, so I don't know, skip ahead like 15 seconds or something like that if you don't even want to hear the joke. But the joke was, there's a point where Deadpool is saying to Wolverine, "Welcome to the MCU. We're at a bit of a low point right now." And for anybody that really follows like the trajectory of the MCU, You can't help but not laugh at that because, like, yes, the MCU is at an incredible low point from where it's ever been. And so I really like that there were jokes in that vein. Because yes, one of the things that seems to be riding on this movie is the fate of the MCU. A lot of people are saying that this movie, can it save the MCU? And the answer to that question is no. This movie cannot save the MCU alone. You need like 5 of these movies to save the MCU. Because here's the thing, you had Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 that came out, which was really good and well received by a lot of people. But then it was followed up by like Ant-Man and then the Marvels, which then just destroys all of the little bit of trust that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 built up. So now you have Deadpool and Wolverine, which really brings that love for comic book movies back, but will it get drowned out by what is to come in the future, which will only serve to destroy trust again. How you fix it? Go back to releasing 2 movies a year. One in the summer, one in November time. That's it. Get rid of all the Disney Plus shows. I mean, granted, there were some that are good that I actually enjoyed, but people don't want to do homework in order to enjoy a movie. And going to see Deadpool Wolverine, I went with my brother, and he has 0 exposure to any of the Disney Plus shows. And I asked him, was there anything in this movie that you felt you didn't understand? And he said, no, I understood pretty much all of it. And what I was really asking the question was, did you understand what the TVA was? Because that's such a big plot point in Loki, which when I found out the TVA was going to be in it, I was eye rolling a little bit. But honestly, this movie was more of a love letter to all of the 2000s comic book movies that came out first and walked so that comic book movies today could run. And it was a love letter to those movies, which I really appreciated. Because those movies, when you go back and watch them, there is something so unique and different about them because there was no formula yet for them. And honestly, if this movie did anything, it actually made me want the Fox universe back. I've watched the X-Men movies so many times, and I still enjoy them. But anyways, I'd love to know what you guys think. If you've seen it, without revealing any spoilers, tell me what your favorite part was down in the comments. I'd love to know what you guys liked about it, what you loved about it, hey, even what you hated about it. Let me know down in the comments. If you like this video also, please go down and like it. If you didn't like it, that's okay. And if you haven't yet already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for notifications. There are videos like this all the time. And as always, guys, put maximum effort into everything you do, and peace out.